Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing a review of the Fifine M9 wireless lavalier mic. I actually went ahead and recorded this whole video, but I realized that the mic was on noise canceling mode, so it sounded really weird. Spoilers. So I'm redoing the video. Now that I've technically rehearsed, I'm just gonna plow through this. This video is not sponsored, but Fifine did send me the M9 to review and post the video. I'm not being paid in any way, and they are seeing this video at the same time you guys are. And as always, this company is open to critique, and they're gonna hear my opinions on it. And so are you. It's more so for you, actually. I've been using a different brand of lavalier mic. The main type of lavalier I've been using is the Hollyland. Now, I usually just tape it up because they didn't want to send me one to review. So, I don't know, is that shady on my end? Am I being petty? I don't care. I'll share your name when you send it to me. No, I'm kidding. Fifine sent this over for review, and I was like, hell yeah. I actually am looking for different mics. Maybe my next one will be a directional mic, if anybody wants to send that out so I can try it. I would for sure love another lavalier mic, and they sent it, and I am not disappointed. I'll have video overlays of the unboxing and what's included, so you guys don't have to rely on me holding stuff up. But this is essentially the package right here. It's a case, hard shell case, and it contains everything. So you have the actual charging case, which is USB-C chargeable, and it holds a battery charge, and it charges the mics when you put them in there. You just slide it in. I have the actual other mics plugged in right now, but here's another transmitter in here, and then the receiver and the other transmitter right here. Pretty straightforward. It's in there, it's charging. If it dies, you can either charge with the USB-C that's built in. So if you guys look in the bottom here, you see that USB-C is built in, which makes it really easy. If you're on a pinch, maybe you just want to charge them separately for some reason because the case is broken, or maybe you don't use the case because it's a little too big, so you just take one receiver, one transmitter. You can do it however you want. You're an adult, hopefully. But after about a week of using this stuff, I have used it in some videos. I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, the audio differences. But when it comes to using audio and video, it's not always just the mic. The mic is good and all, but it depends on the camera, it depends on the audio software, depends on the editing software. So there's a lot of different factors that can go into play for that. But for my opinion, it's pretty good. And I mean, I had no complaints with the Hollyland Lark M1, which is this one right here that I've been using. I did a video on it previously. It's not bad. It got the job done, and that's all I can ask for. Neither of these mics are crazy in terms of, I don't know, I guess some audio heads always have some high threshold they want something to meet. I don't. I just have a voice, and if you can hear that voice pretty clearly, I'm happy. And you can hear it pretty clearly. So with the packaging, it has everything you need. You have different audio cables. So you have a USB-C to 3.5 millimeter. You have a TRS to TRRS, which is the receiver to the camera. You have a TRS to TRS. I really hate these acronyms because I don't want to learn them, but that's essentially like a camera to the receiver, which is what I'm using now. I'm using a camera, and it works great. It's plug and play. As long as your camera settings are good to go. I always test run it and go after it to see how it is, but other than that, I've had no complaints. All the audio I'm shooting in this video, unless I state otherwise, is from this mic, so that'll be a live test for you to see how it is. I've also did a outdoor section, similar to when I did the Hollyland. I'll show you that first, and then I'll talk about it after. So here's that. All right, now I'm outside, not using the mic yet. I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in, and we'll test the sound and also the distance. Now I have the mic on. I don't know if it sounds any different. I guess we'll see later. The first test I wanna do is using a windscreen. I have the little dead cat here, so I don't know if the wind is blowing against me, but we'll play with this. He has his hair on now. We can go ahead and just test the distance as well. So I'm just gonna walk back, and then we'll see how the sound sounds and see if it cuts off. So walking backward, I'm not really good at distance, so I can't tell you how far I'm going. Maybe this is about 20 feet. And we'll just keep on going, and we'll keep on talking. And then maybe if I turn around, turn back around, and we'll see how the audio is. Hopefully it's still clear. I can still change the audio settings on the camera itself, but I don't know if that's necessary. I don't know how far this is. I want to say this is getting close to 100 feet. I would say definitely close to 100 feet. This is further than I'd ever be using a cam or using a lavalier mic. Does this sound good? I'll go ahead and walk back now. And if the audio cut out, hopefully it'll come back in. I'm at this field and they're like aerating the grass, so they come up with these little tools to punch holes in it. And I always thought it was funny because when it takes out the little cylinders of grass or dirt, it looks like a bunch of little poops. Is that too much information? That's okay. You don't mind. How did that sound? And the other use case for this is, of course, vlogging. Right now it is windy. The wind is blowing towards me. I have the wind muff on, the Dead Cat. So if you want to make sure you have clear audio and consistent audio, this is a good way of doing it. I have my camera in my hand. I have a tripod. There's cars going off in the distance. Actually, let's play the noise cancellation. So noise cancellation should be on now. Let me know if you hear a difference with the noise cancellation, and we'll hit it again. This is with the noise cancellation off, and then again with the noise cancellation on. So usually I found the noise cancellation kind of takes out certain tones. I don't really use it, but if you're in a very noisy area, which I'm not that often, it's definitely worth it. So yeah, I guess they're all good features to have. So outdoor, pretty good. I think the manual, which we'll get to later, states that it has 50 meters of distance. I did about 100 feet, I think, in the video. I'm not too good with eyeing distances. Other than turning around, direct line of sight from transmitter to receiver, it works pretty well. So I am pretty happy with that. Nothing really cut out until you saw when I turned around, then it cut out. The other thing that I'm not too much of a fan on is the noise cancellation. It sounds very tinny, and it sounds like, it doesn't sound good, to be honest. I haven't been in a scenario where I would need it to perform as its intended function. So if I'm, I don't know, in New York and there's jackhammers going off, maybe, but also like, don't record there, I don't know. The puffballs, the Dead Cats for the wind work as intended. They're pretty good. Essentially, the only complaint I have is that noise cancellation. One positive thing I have is the manual. I haven't had a Fifine manual that doesn't tell me how to use this and doesn't tell me anything about the product. And this thing does just that. You have literally anything that you would care about. Any setup related stuff, any stats, like the distance, the battery time. Battery time on this stuff is pretty good. I think it's rated for, operating time for the mic itself is 6 hours. For the transmitter, it's 12 hours, and you have 2 mics, so you can swap it out. So that's kind of 12 hours for, you know, total mic. And if you need any more than that, hey man, you're shooting a movie. And also, go home. Charging time is pretty quick as well. It says the charging case is 2.5 hours to charge this all the way up. And then per mic, it's like 1.5 for mic and receiver. But again, I don't really hit those limits. I'll make a video that's maximum maybe 20, 30 minutes of audio, and I'll just plop it in the case. It'll charge. When the case is low, I'll plug it in when I'm not using it, and we're good. Really not complicated. So in terms of pros, I mean, the size of it is nice and small, right? Now, is it, I'm probably messing with it, so it's making a lot of noise right now. I apologize. Now, is it the smallest? No, it's not. Here's the Hollyland for comparison, which is just a little thinner all around. This is a chunky little boy. One thing that I would like to see in the next iteration is similar to what DJI does with the magnet on the back. The clip is cool and all, but like, it just drags your shirt down. Or if you have a scarf or jacket, I guess that makes more sense, but it'd be cool kind of just to clip it here. Or I know some people clip it on the inside. A lot of these, I want to say budget mics. I don't mean to sound offensive when I say that, but they are lower budget. This is actually, I got it for $80. So quality wise, this is pretty comparable to this, which was more than $80 at the time. I think now it's lower. When I first got it, it was like $110. So big investment on my end. But size wise, I mean, it's good. It's not too big. I'm thinking about for travel and for use, and for both of those, it's fine. Also, it has a little smile on it, which is so cute, right? I like how their logo is just a smile, so you don't have to read their logo. Not that the logo is bad or anything, but I don't know, it's cool. Also, I am a fan that everything's included in the package, everything you'll need. Hollyland is the same thing, but Fifine, in my opinion, has made a better case. This is the Hollyland case, and it is hard shell. It is nice and compact, but the zipper broke pretty quickly. Now, I haven't taken this thing to the ringer yet. It is a little bigger than this case, but it just feels a little sturdier and it has more space. Nothing has to feel crammed in here. So that's good, and I appreciate that. Like I mentioned, if there's 2 things I can improve, it would be the noise cancellation and the magnet, lack of magnet. But there's other items for me to buy that have those features, and I don't need them. at the moment, but it would be cool to have it. I did want to do a comparison between the Fifine and the Hollyland. So this is the Fifine, no duh, that's what I've been saying. Let's go ahead and cut to the Hollyland mic. And this is what the Hollyland sounds like. Now, again, these all have different controls on them for audio. You can raise the volume, lower the volume. It's on the receiver. You'll see it when I do like a different view of it. I don't really know what the volumes are on each of these, but again, that can be changed in post-production. It can be changed in camera settings. So don't really take the volume as much of an indicator, more so maybe how things are balanced. And let's go back to the Fifine. And that's pretty much it, guys. I didn't want to make this a long video, just a quick review. I again appreciate Fifine sending this out for review. So if you guys like this product, I'll leave a link below. Get it on Amazon. They also have a bunch of other products I make videos on. So if you're gonna check those out, go to my channel. You could subscribe as well, but it's up to you. And that'll do it for this one. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments. If you liked the video, drop a like. If you want to see more videos in the future, consider subscribing, or don't. I don't control you, but if I did, like if I could control you, I may or may not just hover your hand over that subscribe button and click it for you, but I don't control you. Let's get that straight. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.